This tool has been around for more than 60 years. There's a good chance your grandfather had one sitting somewhere in his garage. Today, that same simple tool is helping someone earn more than $180,000 a year from home, without a boss, without an office, and without spending years in college. For decades, most people were told to get a degree, find a job, and work for someone else. But some people chose a different path. They learned skills that most of the world forgot about. The surprising part is that many of those skills are more valuable today than ever before because so few people offer them. In this video, you'll see 20 forgotten businesses that are still generating real income. One can be started for less than $100. Another has waiting lists that stretch for months. And the number one business is the highest paying opportunity on this entire countdown. If you enjoy learning about overlooked ways to make money, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started.
This video is just for informational and educational purposes only. We do not guarantee income or results. Success depends on individual efforts, skills, and market conditions.
Number 20. Window screen repair. Did you know many homeowners will gladly pay $25 to fix something that costs only a few dollars in materials? Almost every home has window screens. They let fresh air inside while keeping insects out. The problem is that sun exposure, weather, pets, and everyday wear eventually damage them. Once a screen tears, most people either ignore it for months or spend far too much replacing it. That creates an opportunity that most people overlook. With a simple spline tool costing about $25, a roll of fiberglass screen mesh for around $30, and a small workspace, you can repair damaged screens in minutes. A typical repair may require only about $3 worth of material, while customers are often happy to pay around $25 to have the job done. That leaves roughly $22 profit from a repair that doesn't take long to complete. One of the reasons this business works so well is convenience. Most homeowners don't want to learn the process themselves, and they don't want to pay the high prices charged by large home improvement stores. Many successful operators simply advertise in neighborhood groups and local community apps. During the warmer months, demand can stay surprisingly steady because damaged screens become much more noticeable when people start opening their windows again. It's a simple service, requires very little startup money, and can easily be run from a garage or workshop. And if you think making money repairing screens sounds unusual, wait until you hear the next business. It turns something most people throw away into a product buyers actively search for. Number 19. Worm farming. If someone told you they make money selling worms, you'd probably laugh. After all, who would pay money for worms? The answer is more people than you might think. Gardeners, composting enthusiasts, organic farmers, and even fishing enthusiasts buy worms regularly. On top of that, the waste produced by worms, known as worm castings, is considered one of the best natural fertilizers available. The setup is surprisingly simple. A worm bin measuring about 4 feet by 8 feet can fit inside many garages and small workshops. Under the right conditions, it can produce several pounds of worms every month. Popular varieties such as red wigglers and European nightcrawlers often sell online for between $40 and $90 per pound. The worms create another valuable product at the same time: premium fertilizer that can also be sold for a profit. What makes this business even more attractive is the low startup cost. Many people begin with around $60 worth of supplies. The worms feed on organic kitchen scraps and yard waste that would normally end up in the trash. In other words, you're taking material that costs nothing and turning it into products that people willingly buy. Some hobbyists operate only a few bins and spend less than a couple of hours each week maintaining them. Yet they still generate a steady stream of extra income. It may not be the most exciting business on this list, but it's one of the simplest examples of turning waste into cash. And speaking of forgotten skills that still generate excellent income, the next business was once common in almost every town, but today very few people know how to do it properly. Number 18. Knife and scissor sharpening. Think about the last time you sharpened the knives in your kitchen. For many people, the answer is never. When blades become dull, most people replace them. Restaurants don't have that luxury. Their knives are used constantly, and keeping them sharp is essential. That's exactly why this business continues to generate income year after year. Decades ago, sharpening services were common in neighborhoods across the country. Today, qualified sharpeners are much harder to find, which allows experienced operators to charge far more than they could in the past. A quality belt sharpener typically costs between $300 and $500. Once you have the equipment, The business can be operated from a garage or even as a mobile service. Residential customers often pay between $8 and $12 per knife. Restaurants can become even more valuable because they need regular service throughout the year. Instead of serving a customer once, you can create ongoing relationships that bring repeat business every few weeks. Many operators focus on restaurants because convenience matters. Restaurant owners would rather hire someone reliable than replace expensive knives over and over again. With enough clients, it's possible to earn between $600 and $800 in a single day while working a route through local businesses. The best part is that the startup cost is relatively low compared to many other trades, and the demand never completely disappears because sharp tools are always needed. And if you like businesses that can operate from home while producing valuable products, the next one combines nature, local food, and multiple streams of income from a single setup. Number 17. Urban Beekeeping. One beehive can quietly generate more than $1,000 a year while doing most of the work itself. What they don't realize is that a few beehives can become the foundation of a profitable small business. The reason is simple. People are becoming more interested in natural and locally produced food. As a result, demand for raw honey continues to grow year after year. Unlike mass-produced honey found in many supermarkets, local raw honey is often viewed as a premium product. Many customers actively seek it out and are willing to pay higher prices to get it. A single beehive can produce around 60 pounds of honey annually. Depending on the market, raw honey can sell for anywhere between $15 and $25 per pound. That means one productive hive can generate between $900 and $1,500 per year from honey alone. But honey is only part of the opportunity. Beekeepers can also sell beeswax, which is used for candles and specialty products. Propolis is popular in the supplement market. Bee pollen has developed its own customer base as well. Even new bee colonies can be sold to beginner beekeepers. The startup investment for a complete hive setup is typically around $400. Once established, the workload is surprisingly manageable. Many hobbyist beekeepers spend only a few hours each week maintaining their hives during the active season. One of the biggest advantages is that the bees do most of the work themselves. For people who enjoy nature and want multiple income streams from a single setup, beekeeping remains one of the most interesting opportunities on this list. And while bees quietly produce honey, the next business turns a simple natural resource into a product people depend on every winter. Number 16. Firewood delivery and wood splitting. When temperatures drop, one thing becomes very clear: people need heat. In many cold regions, thousands of homes still rely on firewood as either their primary heating source or an important backup during winter. That's what makes this business so dependable. A delivered cord of seasoned hardwood can sell for anywhere between $800 and $900 in some markets, yet the raw material itself can often be acquired at a very low cost. Many fallen trees, storm-damaged trees, and sawmill leftovers are available for little money or even free in certain areas. The basic process is straightforward. Wood is collected, cut, split, dried, and delivered to customers. A used hydraulic wood splitter may cost around $1,500. But it can last for many years with proper maintenance. Once the equipment is in place, much of the work becomes a repeatable system. Customers frequently reorder every winter because firewood is a consumable product. When they burn through their supply, they need more. That's one reason many operators develop a loyal customer base that returns year after year. The profit potential can be impressive. Some sellers move dozens of cords each season and generate high five-figure profits after fuel, maintenance, and operating expenses are covered. Another advantage is flexibility. Many people operate this business only during the colder months and use the rest of the year for other projects, hobbies, or seasonal work. It's one of those businesses that turns a basic necessity into recurring income. And now we're moving into a trade that requires patience and craftsmanship, but rewards those skills with customers willing to pay premium prices for quality restoration work. If you're enjoying these hidden business ideas, make sure you're subscribed because the top opportunities are still ahead. Number 15. Chair cane restoration. Walk through an antique store and you'll often notice beautiful wooden chairs sitting in the corner with damaged woven seats. Many of those chairs sell for very little money simply because the seating material is broken or sagging. But here's what most people don't realize. The same chair can become worth several times more after a professional restoration. This business focuses on a skill called chair cane restoration, a craft that was once common but is now difficult to find. Years ago, people regularly repaired furniture instead of replacing it. Today, very few people know how to restore these woven seats properly. That shortage has created a profitable opportunity. Many collectors and homeowners own vintage chairs that have sentimental or financial value. Instead of throwing them away, they pay specialists to bring them back to life. The material needed to restore a chair often costs around $20. Depending on the design, the work can take a few hours to complete. Yet customers commonly pay anywhere from $170 to $400 per chair. That means a large portion of the payment becomes profit after materials are covered. The best part is that this work can be done from a garage, workshop, or spare room. Many people learn the basics through online tutorials and practice projects before taking on paying customers. Because there are so few specialists available, some restorers develop waiting lists that stretch for months. It's a quiet business, but one that continues to attract customers who are willing to pay for quality craftsmanship. And if you like creative work that combines art and business, the next opportunity turns unusual requests into surprisingly large paychecks. Number 14. Taxidermy. This may be the most unusual business on this entire list, but for the people who choose it, the earning potential can be impressive. Taxidermy is the process of preserving animals for display. While many people assume it's a shrinking industry, the reality is quite different. In many areas, demand remains strong while the number of skilled professionals continues to decline. That creates a major opportunity for anyone willing to learn the craft. Hunters regularly pay for trophy mounts. Collectors purchase preserved fish and wildlife displays. Even more surprising, pet preservation has become a growing niche market in recent years. The prices can be substantial. A deer shoulder mount may sell for anywhere between $600 and $1,200. Larger projects can bring in several $1,000s. Some specialty pieces sell for $5,000 or more, depending on the size and complexity. Many taxidermists operate from dedicated workshops or climate-controlled garages. After gaining experience, they can maintain a steady flow of projects throughout the year. The startup process does require training, patience, and in some locations, licensing requirements. But once established, many professionals face very little competition because so few new people are entering the trade. Another advantage is that customers often wait months for quality work. In some markets, waiting lists can extend well beyond a year. This is one of those businesses where skill and reputation become your biggest assets. And speaking of specialized skills that very few people still practice today, the next business has been quietly generating income for people who spend most of their day working with music. Number 13. Piano tuning. The average piano owner doesn't realize they need a tuner until their instrument starts sounding wrong. Then they quickly discover how difficult it is to find someone who can do the job. Millions of pianos are still sitting inside homes, churches, schools, hotels, and community centers. The problem is that the number of trained piano tuners has become surprisingly small. That imbalance between supply and demand is what makes this business so attractive. A standard piano tuning appointment often pays between $125 and $200 and usually takes around an hour and a half. An experienced tuner can complete multiple appointments in a single day. That can translate into daily revenue of $500 to $1,000 while working independently without employees or a physical storefront. The startup cost is also lower than many people expect. Basic tuning equipment, including a tuning hammer, mutes, and electronic tuning tools, can cost around $400. Training programs are available for less than $1,000, allowing beginners to learn the fundamentals before working with clients. One reason this trade remains profitable is that pianos continue to need maintenance regardless of their age. Whether it's a family piano in a living room or an instrument used by a church choir every week, regular tuning is necessary. Many customers schedule service annually, creating recurring business and long-term relationships. For someone who enjoys working independently and doesn't mind learning a specialized skill, piano tuning can become a surprisingly reliable source of income. But if working with musical instruments sounds too technical, the next business is much more artistic and can turn a simple paintbrush into a serious moneymaker. Number 12. Hand-painted sign lettering. Before computers, printers, and vinyl graphics took over, almost every storefront sign was painted by hand. Every letter, every logo, and every design was created using brushes and paint. For decades, it was a respected trade. Then technology changed everything, and most people assumed the profession had disappeared. But something unexpected happened. Many modern businesses started moving back toward handmade signs because they wanted to stand out. Restaurants, coffee shops, breweries, boutiques, and specialty stores realized that hand-painted artwork feels more authentic than mass-produced vinyl graphics. That shift created a valuable opportunity for skilled sign painters. Today, a custom chalkboard menu for a cafe can bring in around $200. A painted storefront window may sell for $2,000. Large interior murals and decorative wall lettering can command $10,000 or more. The startup costs are surprisingly low. A professional brush set may cost around $80, while paints and supplies can be purchased for roughly $40. The biggest investment is time spent practicing lettering techniques and developing a steady hand. Many successful sign painters began by practicing at home and gradually building a portfolio through small local projects. What makes this business attractive is that customers aren't just paying for paint. They're paying for a unique look that can't be duplicated by a machine. As more businesses compete for attention, custom artwork becomes increasingly valuable, and while this trade requires creativity and patience, the next business focuses on precision, craftsmanship, and a skill that has become incredibly rare in today's world. Number 11. Watchmaking and watch repair. There was a time when nearly every town had someone who could repair watches. Today, finding a skilled watchmaker is much harder, yet millions of valuable watches are still being worn every day. Luxury brands, family heirlooms, vintage timepieces, and collectible watches all require maintenance and repair. The demand never disappeared. The number of people doing the work did. That shortage has pushed prices higher year after year. A complete service for a quality mechanical watch can cost anywhere from $400 to $1,200. Many experienced watchmakers charge around $125 per hour for specialized repair work. What's even more interesting is that many established watch repair shops already have waiting lists that stretch months into the future. In some areas, customers wait nearly a year to get certain watches serviced. The startup investment is higher than some other businesses on this list. Tools, equipment, and training can cost around $3,000 or more. Learning the trade also requires patience because mechanical watches contain dozens of tiny moving parts that must work perfectly together. But once the skill is developed, the earning potential can be impressive. Many watchmakers work directly from home workshops, serving loyal clients who return again and again. Some also specialize in antique clocks, grandfather clocks, and collectible timepieces that command even higher service fees. This is one of those trades where experience becomes more valuable every year. The longer you stay in the business, the more people seek out your expertise. And if you think repairing valuable watches sounds profitable, wait until you hear the next business. It starts with items most people ignore at garage sales and turns them into surprisingly large profits. Quick question, which one of these businesses would you actually start tomorrow if money wasn't the problem? Let me know in the comments. Number 10. Professional picture and photo framing. Most people never think about picture framing until they need it. Then they walk into a craft store and are shocked by the price. A simple photo, diploma, artwork, or certificate can cost hundreds of dollars to frame professionally. The reason isn't because the materials are expensive. In many cases, it's because large chains charge enormous markups. That's where this business comes in. A custom frame may require a few pieces of molding, glass, backing board, and a mat. The total material cost can be surprisingly low, often around $15. Yet customers regularly pay $200 or more for the finished product. That creates a healthy profit margin for someone who learns the process. The skill itself isn't overly complicated. With a manual mat cutter, a molding saw, and some practice, many people can learn the basics within a short period of time. The real value comes from creating clean corners, accurate cuts, and professional-looking results. The demand is everywhere. Families want wedding photos displayed properly. Graduates need diplomas framed. Artists need presentation pieces. Homeowners want family memories protected and displayed. Many framing businesses begin in a spare room or garage and grow almost entirely through referrals. One satisfied customer often leads to several more because framed artwork tends to attract attention whenever guests visit a home. Some small operators generate between $3,000 and $5,000 per month simply by offering quality work and faster service than larger stores. And while framing helps people preserve memories, the next business focuses on something much more practical, helping people save expensive items they already own. Number 9. Sewing and clothing alterations. The clothing industry creates an interesting problem. People spend hundreds of dollars on clothes that don't fit perfectly. Then they either leave those clothes sitting in a closet or pay high prices to have them adjusted. That's why clothing alterations continue to be a profitable business. Years ago, tailoring services were common in nearly every community. Today, many people struggle to find someone reliable who can make simple adjustments quickly. An independent alteration business can fill that gap. Shortening pants, adjusting sleeves, repairing seams, replacing zippers, and resizing garments are services that customers need throughout the year. Most jobs don't require expensive materials, but they provide steady income. A basic alteration may bring in $20 to $45. An experienced tailor can complete multiple jobs each day, allowing revenue to add up quickly. The startup cost is relatively low as well. A quality sewing machine can cost around $300, and many of the necessary skills can be learned through practice and online training. One of the biggest opportunities comes from wedding dresses. Brides often spend between $600 and $1,200 on alterations before their wedding day. Because weddings happen year-round, many tailors build an entire business around bridal work alone. The best part is that customers often become repeat clients. Once someone finds a tailor they trust, they tend to return again and again. This is one of those businesses where reputation becomes more valuable than advertising. And if you think helping people save money on clothing is a good opportunity, wait until you hear about the next business, where a simple repair can generate hundreds of dollars in a single afternoon. Number 8. Shoe repair. A lot of people assume shoe repair disappeared years ago. The truth is the demand is still there. The problem is that the number of skilled cobblers continues to shrink every year. Think about someone who spends $300 to $700 on a quality pair of leather shoes. When those shoes begin to wear out, replacing them isn't always the best option. Many customers would rather pay for repairs and extend the life of something they already love. That's exactly why this trade continues to survive. A shoe repair specialist can charge around $40 for a heel replacement, $80 for a complete resole, and more than $120 for a full restoration project. Customers are often happy to pay because repairing the shoes costs far less than replacing them. Getting started requires specialized equipment. A workbench, stitching machine, and finishing tools can cost around $8,000 when purchased used. That makes it one of the larger investments on this list. However, there's a reason many people consider it worthwhile. Competition is extremely limited. Many experienced cobblers are approaching retirement age, and very few younger people are entering the industry. As a result, repair shops frequently develop waiting lists that stretch for weeks. Beyond shoes, many repair businesses also work on boots, belts, handbags, and other leather goods, creating additional income opportunities. For people who enjoy hands-on work and detailed craftsmanship, shoe repair can become a dependable long-term business with loyal customers. And now we're moving to a business that combines craftsmanship with creativity, where forgotten items can be transformed into products worth several times their original value. Number 7. Bookbinding and book restoration. Most people assume books are becoming less valuable because everything is digital now. But the opposite is happening in certain markets. Collectors, libraries, churches, historians, and book enthusiasts are paying significant amounts of money for custom-bound books and restored editions. The reason is simple. While printed books still exist everywhere, very few people know how to repair or create them by hand. That shortage has created a unique opportunity. A custom leather Bible can sell for anywhere between $300 and $1,500. Handmade journals often sell for $80 to $300. Restored first editions and collectible books can bring in even larger amounts, depending on their rarity and condition. The materials are relatively inexpensive. Leather, thread, glue, cardboard, and binding supplies may cost around $30 per project. Yet the finished product can sell for several times that amount. Many bookbinders work entirely from home. A small room, a workbench, and basic tools are often enough to get started. The initial investment is usually around $600 for equipment and materials. What makes this business especially interesting is the lack of competition. Many experienced bookbinders are reaching retirement age, and very few people are replacing them. As demand continues to exist, fewer professionals remain available to handle the work. Some bookbinders create custom family albums. Others restore damaged books. Some build successful online stores selling handmade journals and specialty products. For someone who enjoys detailed craftsmanship and creating products that last for generations, this can be an incredibly rewarding business. And while this next opportunity requires far less craftsmanship, it may be one of the easiest ways to spot hidden profits sitting right in front of. Number 6. Garage sale and estate sale flipping. Every weekend, thousands of people hold garage sales and estate sales. Most of them are focused on one thing: getting rid of unwanted items as quickly as possible. That's where the opportunity begins. Experienced flippers understand that many valuable products are regularly sold for a fraction of their true value. The seller may not know what an item is worth, or they may simply want it gone immediately. A vintage hand tool purchased for $2 can sometimes be resold for $90. A collectible kitchen item bought for $1 might sell online for $60. Old cameras, records, sporting equipment, antiques, and power tools often generate similar opportunities. The business itself is straightforward. You visit local sales, identify undervalued items, purchase them, and resell them through platforms such as Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or specialty collector communities. The startup cost is extremely low. Many people begin with nothing more than a smartphone, some gas money, and a few free hours on weekends. Because individual purchases are often inexpensive, the financial risk remains relatively small. The real skill isn't buying. It's knowing what has value. Successful flippers spend time researching completed online sales, learning brands, and understanding what collectors are actively searching for. The more knowledge they gain, the easier it becomes to recognize profitable opportunities. Some full-time flippers generate incomes that rival traditional careers, all from finding overlooked items that other people ignore. And now we're entering the top 5. The next businesses become even more practical, more scalable, and for many people, even more profitable. One of them can start with a simple repair job and quickly grow into a steady stream of repeat customers. Number 5. Wooden fence repair. You rarely see this business mentioned on lists of popular side hustles, and that's exactly why it deserves attention. Almost every home with a backyard has a fence. Over time, those fences begin to lean, crack, rot, or suffer damage from storms and tree roots. When that happens, homeowners have two choices: replace the entire fence or repair the damaged section. Most people assume they'll need a large contractor. Then they discover that replacing a fence can cost anywhere between $4,000 and $7,000. The problem is that many large contractors don't want small repair jobs. They prefer complete fence replacements because the profits are larger. That leaves a huge gap in the market. A person with a pickup truck, a circular saw costing around $200, basic digging tools, and a power screwdriver can repair a damaged section of fence in just a few hours. The materials often cost around $80, while customers may happily pay between $400 and $600 for the repair. That creates a healthy profit from a relatively simple project. The best part is what happens afterward. Once you've helped a homeowner fix one problem, they often call you back for additional work. Maybe they need a gate repaired, a fence painted, or another section replaced later in the year. One satisfied customer can easily turn into multiple jobs. This is one of those businesses where word of mouth spreads quickly because homeowners are always asking neighbors for reliable recommendations. And now we're moving to a business where old, forgotten items can be transformed into products worth many times their original price. Number 4. Antique furniture restoration and resale. Every garage sale seems to have at least one piece of old furniture that nobody wants. A scratch table, a worn cabinet, or a damaged desk often sits in the corner with a very low price tag attached to it. Most people walk right past it. Experienced furniture restorers see something completely different. Many older pieces were built using solid hardwoods like walnut, oak, cherry, and mahogany. Those materials are expensive today, and quality craftsmanship like that is becoming harder to find. That's why restored furniture can command impressive prices. A damaged antique desk purchased for $50 can sometimes be refinished and sold for $1,200 or more. After materials and supplies, the profit margin can be substantial. The startup cost is relatively modest. Basic tools, sandpaper, finishes, and restoration supplies can often be purchased for around $500. Most of the work can be done from a garage workshop. The process involves cleaning, repairing, sanding, staining, and refinishing older furniture until it looks beautiful again. Many buyers are willing to pay premium prices because they appreciate solid wood furniture and unique vintage pieces that can't be found in modern stores. For people who enjoy working with their hands, this business comes with creativity, craftsmanship, and profit. Some full-time restorers report annual incomes between $70,000 and $120,000, all while working independently. As older craftsmen continue to retire, fewer people are entering the trade. That means less competition and more opportunities for those willing to learn. And now we move into the top 3, where the businesses become even more practical and can start generating income almost immediately. Number 3. Local Locksmithing. Imagine locking your keys inside your car late at night. At that moment, you aren't looking for the cheapest service. You're looking for the fastest solution. That's why locksmithing remains such a powerful business. When people lose their keys, get locked out, move into a new home, or need better security, they need help right away. Convenience matters far more than price. Many large locksmith companies charge around $300 for emergency services and may take a long time to arrive. Independent locksmiths often provide faster service while charging around $120, creating a win for both the customer and the business owner. Getting started is more affordable than many people think. In many areas, licensing and background checks cost roughly $300. A basic lock-picking kit and key-cutting equipment can cost around $150. With practice and training, a new locksmith can begin offering services relatively quickly. The work is steady. Car lockouts, lock replacements, rekeying services, new deadbolt installations, and real estate transactions all create ongoing demand. One often overlooked source of business is real estate agents. Every time a property changes ownership, locks frequently need to be replaced or rekeyed. That creates repeat work throughout the year. The biggest advantage is urgency. Customers usually need help immediately, which means fewer price negotiations and faster decisions. It's one of the rare businesses where your phone can ring with a paying customer at almost any hour, and now we're down to the final 2 businesses. The next one is so simple that many people completely underestimate its earning potential. Number 2. Vending machine business. Most people think the vending machine business is all about the machine itself. In reality, the machine is only part of the equation. The real money comes from location. A vending machine placed inside a busy laundromat, office building, mechanic shop, warehouse, or apartment complex can generate consistent income month after month with very little daily involvement. Many beginners make the mistake of looking at expensive new machines. The truth is, plenty of operators start with used equipment. It's not unusual to find a working vending machine on Facebook Marketplace for around $400. Once it's placed in a good location, the business becomes surprisingly simple. You stock products, collect payments, and check inventory regularly. Snacks and drinks purchased wholesale often carry markups of 200 to 300% or more. A well-positioned machine can generate between $200 and $300 profit per month. That may not sound life-changing at first, but the power of this business comes from repetition. One machine becomes 5, 5 becomes 10, 10 becomes 20. At that point, monthly profit can reach $4,000 to $6,000 or more, while requiring only periodic restocking visits. Many operators report annual earnings between $60,000 and $100,000, with healthy profit margins and flexible schedules. Another reason people like this business is its resilience. Even during difficult economic times, people continue buying snacks, drinks, and convenience items. It's one of the few businesses that can keep generating income while you're focused on other projects. And now we've reached the number 1 business on this list, the one that combines strong demand, premium pricing, and the ability to build a 6-figure income without needing a storefront. Number 1. Mobile luxury car detailing. When most people think about washing cars, they picture a quick rinse and a bucket of soap. That's not what we're talking about here. Mobile luxury car detailing operates in a completely different market. Owners of vehicles like Teslas, Mercedes, BMWs, Lexus models, and other premium cars are willing to pay for professional care because they understand something important. A properly detailed vehicle often looks newer, holds its value better, and can help increase resale value by thousands of dollars. That's why customers willingly pay for high-quality service. A professional detail can include paint correction, polishing, waxing, leather treatment, engine cleaning, ceramic coatings, and deep interior restoration. Packages commonly sell for $300 to $800, depending on the level of work involved. The startup investment is larger than some of the other businesses on this list, typically around $5,000 for equipment, supplies, a pressure washer, polishing tools, water tanks, and transportation. But the earning potential can be significant. Many detailers operate alone without employees and still generate six-figure annual income. Because the service is mobile, there's no need to rent a commercial location. The business goes directly to the customer. That convenience is a major selling point. Busy professionals would rather pay someone to come to their driveway than spend their own time dealing with the work. Once a detailer builds a reputation, repeat clients become common. Many luxury vehicle owners schedule regular maintenance throughout the year. For someone looking for a practical business with strong demand, recurring customers, and impressive income potential, it's easy to see why this opportunity earned the #1 spot on our list. And there you have it. 20 businesses that most people rarely talk about, yet many of them continue generating real income every single year. Some require specialized skills. Others can be started with very little money. But they all have one thing in common. They prove that there are still opportunities outside the traditional path. The difference between someone who changes their life after watching a video like this and someone who stays exactly where they are usually comes down to one decision: taking action. You don't need to master all 20 businesses. You don't even need to learn 3. All it takes is finding the one that caught your attention and taking the first step. Read about it, watch tutorials, learn the basics, get some hands-on experience. Because while many people spend years waiting for the perfect opportunity, others are already building businesses with skills that most of the world overlooked. I'd love to know which business stood out to you the most. Leave a comment below and tell me which one you would seriously consider starting. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit from seeing these ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.